I tell you, when that retreat attendee was walking towards us, my assistant and I, at the airport, I started shaking in my sandals. My sandals. We were headed to the beach. Friends, grab your AirPods, your water, your weighted vest. Go for a walk while we talk all about retreating. I love double duty everything. And if you're doing something like that while we are on this podcast, I am tickled that you have joined me today and that I can be in your ear talking about the fun side of retreating. Hello, I am Kelly Morgan Murley with Bucket List Retreats. I thank you so much for being with me here today. It is so nice to know that you are interested in retreating. That way we can really get down to business. This is a soft opening of the podcast. We are going to do our major launch at the end of September. So welcome to the beginning. Now here on the podcast, we're going to be talking about retreat news. We're going to be doing retreat reviews and some amazing guests. I am so thrilled to have on the podcast to kick it off my teacher, my mentor, the one and only Sherry Rosenthal, CEO and Chief Retreat Strategist at Wanderlust Entrepreneur. Sherry is the mastermind behind the Blueprint Retreat course, which is the retreat course that I took in 2013. I am a big fan of being trained if you are planning on taking people on retreat. And I think that it is amazing that she has withstood the test of time and continues to have new students year after year. And all of us who have been around for a long time still saying that this is just the perfect retreat course to make sure that all of the bases are covered and you are fulfilling all of the promises that you are making to your attendees. Sherry is a great example of some of the guests that we're going to be having on the show, talking about every side of retreating. And those guests are going to review some of the retreats with me, and you'll get their perspective as well as mine. And maybe it will give you some great ideas about what you're putting out there when you're building your retreat or when you're reading your retreat, how to maybe read between the lines and make sure that it's answering all of your questions. Here we go, friends, with retreat news. And the biggest news that is out there right now in the retreat world is, of course, drumroll, please, our brand spanking new website. We just got a beautiful glow up and I cannot wait to share it with you. And I'm going to do that right now, even though it hasn't really launched. So as soon as you get to the website, you will see me front and center and you will know that you are at the right place. And we start off by talking all about your bucket list and what is next on your list. And there are a couple of different links to our retreats, the current retreats that we're offering, and our retreat planning services. So if that is something that you are looking into, if you want to add a retreat to your business or you have a following that wants more of you, we are here to help. A very quick Zoom meeting. We tell you exactly how we work and you can find out very quickly if it's something we can do for you. We try to make it super affordable and easily fit it into your budget. Of course, we talk about the podcast here and a few of our retreat resources. Now we have freebies sprinkled all throughout the website. So find as many as you can. I think maybe we'll do a freebie page to make it easier here soon. The travel planner I came up with years ago. It's been copied time and time again, but here it is, folks, the one, the original. I have put a link to it and you can grab it and customize it for any way that works for you. Also, look soon for a video talking all about the planner, how it works. It's really, really simple. I tried to make it as simple as could be. And then, of course, a link to the blog and a little bit about me. It's all right here. The story that I talk about so often, how I was on the beach in Tulum when all of this came to me. The whole story is on the website. Please check it out. You've got your home, your retreats, your services, and the podcast and the blog. The blog, I try to put as much information as I can in there so it's easy to find things and people that we refer to often. And then one of the most exciting things that I have been wanting to do for the longest time is our new shop. And right now, I do just have some pictures posted in there that don't really relate. They're just holding space for the actual launch of the website. And at that time, you will see all of the beautiful retreat wear that we will be offering at really nice prices. So I can't wait to share it all with you. And of course, we are still on Etsy. So if you have a group that you want some group sweatshirts or t-shirts or mugs for, let us know. We just did a beautiful custom order for the scrapbook retreat t-shirt and put the name of their group on there. And under that, it also said 20 years scrapbooking together. And as a longtime scrapbooker and retreat lover and travel lover, that just makes me so happy to make these retreats or to make these shirts for these groups. I love seeing the pictures. Be sure to visit our Etsy shop. It's bucketlistretreats.etsy.com to see all of the things that we offer over there. I have really nice ornaments, and the earlier you order them, the better for customization. And then one of my favorite things is these combos of the luggage tag, your cell phone cover, and a travel coffee mug that all match. It is mwah, chef's kiss for travel. It all matches. I just love those whole setups, but I have quite a few of those in there. The new iced coffee sleeves. These are the cutest things and keep your iced coffee icy and keeps it from dribbling on everything else. I love mine. So be sure to check out bucketlistretreats.etsy.com. But most importantly, we want you over at the website and we want to know what you think about it. We are so thrilled to have this glow up. And of course, we would love it if you would follow us over on Instagram and Pinterest and my very favorite TikTok. Next, let's hop into these retreat reviews I have been alluding to. First, I want to explain how I'm going to go about doing these retreat reviews. Have you ever heard of Toastmasters? That is a place where you go to learn to speak in public, put your words together, your thoughts together. And I'm not sure if my Toastmaster buddies would be proud of me or not, but I learned so much at Toastmasters. And what they teach at Toastmasters is how to evaluate someone in a positive way. You want to give them constructive criticism, no doubt, but in a way that will elevate them, not defeat them. So, of course, that is how we are going to go about it here with love. I know that if you have got your retreat sales page up on the internet, you have gone through a ton of work, and I applaud you. We want to hop in there and see if this is a retreat that we would be interested in. I've gone on several retreats that other people offer, and I've had several retreat leaders come on retreat with me. It's something we do here in the industry. So I love looking at retreat sales pages. So let's start sharing our screen if you're on YouTube with me. If not, just bear with me and we will pull it up and I will tell you everything that we are seeing. on this retreat that we are going to review. It is called Rising Together, a journey of remembrance, embodiment, and sisterhood. It is a women's retreat in Tamarat, Morocco, the 21st through 27th of September, 2025. And at the top of the webpage is a beautiful picture of three women hugging in what appears to be a jungle. And I admit that I have gone through the retreat already, and I think that this is a mother, a daughter, and a granddaughter, which you wouldn't know it. They're all so beautifully young looking that they look like, yeah, whatever they're doing is working. So I don't know these ladies. I happened to run across the retreat on Facebook, and I thought this was a great one to review because in the end, I think you'll be wanting to go to Morocco with them when we are done talking about it. Okay, but the first thing I see when I'm looking at the web page is that you are using a you are using Canva for your website and your URL. Personally, I like to see a real URL, one that you've purchased, and you could still use it with your Canva site, but I think it just gives your attendees a better feeling knowing that you had at least purchased your website. And I could be completely wrong. You ladies could already have a website, and this is only the retreat sales page. But still, I would like to see your website on there so I can start to get to know who you are. Since you're not someone I know, you're not my yogi, you're not a writer that is going to teach me about writing that I've already heard of and know of. I'm looking to know who you are and get to know you quite a bit before I hop on a flight to Morocco. All right, let's talk about the retreat. Let's read some of the copy right here. We go down just a little bit. There's a picture of two ladies sitting on the ground, cross-legged. Looks like they're in some sort of ritual with a drum and passing something. I'm not sure what that is. They both have cups of tea or coffee. So it looks super nice, very serene. And it says, let's read some of the copy. Deep within, you already know. You have always known. This is your invitation to return home to yourself, to the truth, the wisdom, and the power that resides within you. Together, we are gathering in sacred sisterhood, creating a space where every part of you is seen, honored, and welcome. And then there is a click on button that you can click to save your spot. I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to start that ball rolling. So they go on to say, do you long to feel deeply connected to your body, your voice, and your feminine essence? Are you ready to release old stories, embrace your truth, and step into your power? Do you desire a space where sisterhood feels safe, nurturing, and deeply transformative? I mean, that all just sounds really great. And up pops next another beautiful picture of those gorgeous women looking maybe more at the camera, or the lady in the middle is, and they're in a similar pose in a hug, and it's really super sweet. And then it says, this retreat is a portal, a remembrance, a rising together. So I'm wondering, of course, how all of that is going to be happening. And I think they're about to talk about it next. They say through movement, ritual, breath, and deep presence, we will reclaim our authentic expression and awaken our sensuality. That's always great. Release shame and conditioning stored in the body. Embrace the balance of our feminine and masculine energies. Cultivate trust, vulnerability, and deep connection with other women. Move through life with grace, softness, and unshakable power. So they're not just promising all of this while you're there, but to move through life with things. So that's a big promise. And next, they go into it looks like the topic of each and every day. And what I like about this retreat is that they just let you know what the topic is and what their goals are and not necessarily a minute by minute itinerary so that they leave some mystery, some excitement of what's going to happen next at their retreat. And I think that is really important on a sales page. So day 1, opening ceremony. Day 2, recognition. Day 3, trust. Day 4, freedom. Day 5, expression. Day 6, sisterhood. Day 7, closing ceremony. So it is a 7-day, 6-night retreat. That is a great amount of time to be in Morocco, in my opinion. I've been there twice on 2 different retreats. And another thing you could do is add on to the beginning and end of this retreat if you wanted to see more of Morocco when you're there. Something I always love doing. If I've traveled halfway around the world or a third of the way around the world, I don't like hustling right home. Even if it's just 2 other days to do something else after the retreat or before the retreat is a real treat. All right, now they're talking about how they're going to accomplish some of those promises that they've made through art therapy, a sharing circle, somatic practice, breath work, authentic relating, release, emotional alchemy, embodiment, and voice activation. Now, I don't know what a couple of those are, so I would be Googling them to find out what they are. And truthfully, I would like to see some of that maybe creeped up towards the top of the web page. Those are the things right there that are going to hook me. Okay, we're going to be doing those things that will help with the other things that you were promising. I would like to see those coming together closer to the top of the web page. And there's another beautiful picture of these 3 women, and it says 3 women, 3 generations, 3 cultures, 3 uniquenesses. 3 cultures. I think that sounds very interesting, and I'm super curious and I'm already wanting to know all about them. Next, we're going to talk about the accommodations located along the breathtaking Moroccan coastline. Okay, you've hooked me. Just a short drive from Agadir Airport, our private Moroccan riad in Tamrat offers the perfect blend of luxury, tranquility, and typical Moroccan magic. And then there's another button to save your spot. They go on to show some really beautiful pictures of this luxurious riad. It looks beautiful. The stunning and cozy riad is there to support us on our journey together. Secluded from noise, yet just minutes away from the golden beaches of Tamrat and the vibrant surf town of Taghazout. Well, you'll be immersed in peaceful surroundings. A 20-minute drive will take you to the bustling Moroccan markets, traditional restaurants, and a taste of local cuisine. That's excellent because I definitely want to check all of that out while I'm over there. Don't you hate going to a place and not having seen it or done it or feel like you've even been there? The luxury retreat space is designed to hold you, nurture you, and inspire you as we journey together. This typical riad will be your home away from home. I love riads, how they usually have the courtyard in the middle. And then this one with its pool and green space, it really does look beautiful. So here is what we were all wondering, everyone, is the cost. And it looks like they have beautiful pictures of 2 different rooms. One is a shared room, and the cost is €1,642. And the single room is €2,357, which I think really sounds like a very good price. if you are using your miles to get over there, this is a getaway that I think sounds very affordable. I think I could probably challenge you to even go to Morocco on your own for less than that. And here you're getting all of those things that they've been talking about. And they do go on to do a little more detail about the daily itinerary, which again, I really like because they talk about 8 a.m. morning practice, 9:30 a.m. a nourishing breakfast. Oh, hey, talking about breakfast and food. Here we go. We're just now talking about it. Actually, once again, I would like to know more about the food towards the top. What are we going to be eating and when are we going to be eating? All of that. Back to this daily itinerary. It is a glimpse into what you will be doing, not necessarily a strict itinerary. So what is included? We have 7 days, 6 nights in a beautiful Moroccan retreat space, and they have daily nourishing meals, delicious, wholesome vegetarian meals prepared with love to support your body and energy. You will experience the rich and vibrant taste of Morocco with hearty tagines, flavored salads, warm flatbreads, and sweet treats like mezmen, I'm not sure what that is, and fresh fruit. Whether it's a nourishing breakfast, a flavorful lunch, or a heartwarming dinner, each meal is designed to keep you energized and grounded as you explore your inner journey. So here I do see on the copy a couple of things that need to be corrected. I always have 2 of my friends that are really good at proofing, go through my sales pages with a fine-tooth comb to try to catch those. Because if you're anything like me, those things pop out at you right away. And I do see here what appears to be the use of AI. And I have to say the only reason I recognize it is because I use AI so much that there's things that it does that I recognize really quickly, like the use of the word weather, WHETHER, whether you're going here or whether you're going there, whether you want this or whether you want that. Yeah, and then it's usually followed by 3 suggestions. So it just blares out at me, and everyone is using AI these days. So I'm sure that a lot of people would recognize this. And all I would say is to just take out the word weather and maybe try to make it sound more like something that would come out of your mouth. All right. And then they go on to really get into the meals and talk about it. Our cook will offer traditional Moroccan hospitality, ensuring that every meal feels like a celebration of culture, community, and connection. And they really do pull out all the stops in Morocco when they take off the top of the tagines and this bubbling mixture that just smells so great, so full of spices that they're so fantastic. And of course, the Moroccan mint tea. They go on to say throughout your stay, you'll also enjoy light snacks, herbal teas, and fresh juices, all carefully prepared to keep you refreshed and nourished. And that's something I had both times I was in Morocco. It is so wonderful. All of those things. I bought fresh juices at the market, which you're a lot of times told not to do, but I did, and they were fantastic, and I didn't have any repercussions. So I think it will be so great to get to know these ladies. I would be Googling it and seeing who they are and seeing if I could get to know them more, and probably hopping on a call because I think this sounds like a really great retreat. It's at a beautiful location. All of your food is included. You have events going on, and it seems like they have a really great vibe. So I think this sounds like a great retreat. If you are lucky enough to hop on it and go, it's coming right up this month. So they probably only have 1 or 2 spots left. I wanted to finish that story that I started off the top of the podcast with. When we were standing in the airport, welcoming the attendees to go on retreat in Tulum, it was one of my very first retreats. And, and like I said, when this retreat attendee was walking towards us, my assistant and I I literally started shaking. I could tell right away that she was not happy. And of course, this was the time that our airplane was turned back. We had just taken off out of Phoenix and we were already in Mexican airspace. Then next thing you know, they were coming on the loudspeakers saying, folks, we're turning around. The wheels won't go up and we'd rather be in U.S. airspace than over here in Mexico if we have a problem. So they did. We turned around. We went back to the airport. We all got a coupon for dinner. We had dinner. We got on a new airplane and headed down to Cancun, finally from Phoenix. And when we got there, we had our transportation all set up, a beautiful van that we all climbed into and headed the 2 hours down to Tulum. That was a little worrisome for me since we were late. I was worried, would they be there? But they were a very reputable company and they knew when we were flying in, so they knew that we were late. And in the retreat course that I took, of course, they always suggest that as the leader, you get there a day or two early. And this is the reason, because if your flight gets canceled and your attendees get there before you, not so good. But anyways, this trip, I had my attendees with me and we were all late together. So on the way down to Tulum, it's about a 2-hour drive from Cancun. Our van stopped at a roadside taco shop. We all got a taco and a margarita and then got back in the van and headed on down to Tulum, where we arrived at our beautiful retreat center late. But once again, our beautiful retreat center had dinner on hold. They had it all ready for us, and we were able to drop our bags in our beautiful cabanas and then come and have a beautiful candlelit dinner. It was just so amazing. Then we all went to bed. I was so happy to go to bed that night. Well, the next morning we got up and you could go into the kitchen for coffee before our practice. We had a yoga practice all week long. And I was in there getting my coffee when I turned around and this retreat attendee was headed in to get her coffee. And I cannot explain to you the different look on her face from the night before when she walked up towards us at the airport. She was in hug heaven and the smile across her face was just gigantic and she was so happy. And little did I know what the situation was. And the situation was that she was a corporate worker. She had worked the day before we left. All that night, she had spent the night at her desk at her job, worked all night long, already had all of her clothes, her bags packed. She had known that she was going to have to work all of those hours to get everything done that she needed to get done before she could go on this retreat. So literally she had been awake for at least, 24 hours, if not more, when she was walking up to us in the airport. So no wonder she didn't look bubbly and excited to go. She was absolutely exhausted. And all she needed was a taco, a margarita, and a good night's sleep on a beautiful beach in a beautiful cabana to bring her to life. And throughout the rest of the retreat, she kept saying, and we all started saying it as soon as she did, this is the best week ever. This is the best week ever. So it was a huge lesson to me to not take things personally. It was the planning. It was everything that we had done previously that made this retreat perfect and made this retreat attendee happy. I had worked many, many hours on that transportation company, on this retreat center, and learning to rely on the planning and everything we had in place was a big aha moment for me. I really wanted to share that retreat story with you. If you have ever experienced anything like that, please share your retreat stories with us in the comments. We would love to hear about it. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us today here at Bucket List Retreats, the podcast. We hope you have enjoyed reviewing the Rising Together retreat that is being held in Morocco at the end of September. We hope that you will check out our new website and everything that we have to offer there. And we cannot wait to share with you the guests that are coming up on the podcast. It is really going to be a fun time. Next week on the pod, we are talking about the Jennifer Loudon Writers Retreat in Taos, New Mexico, and the Astro Twin Retreat in Tulum, Mexico. Both of these destination retreats, but regarding experiences that I wanted to have. I can't wait to share all about them. So here's wishing you the best day ever. Talk to you next time. Bon voyage. Learn to keep on living, learning to survive.